There are a ton of videos on YouTube that deal with defending against a knife attack, but most of the ones I've seen are overlooking what I think is the most important factor in determining success or failure when dealing with a knife attack, or any weapon attack for that matter, and that is awareness. Threat recognition is crucial to your success or failure in defending against an attack. Most of the time, if you hear stories of people who survived a knife attack, they say that they never even knew that their attacker had a knife until it was too late. Look at it this way. If someone was going to stab me and I know about it ahead of time, I have a much higher likelihood of success of stopping that attack than if someone was going to stab me and I have absolutely no idea about it. And so what I'd like to do in this video is try to teach you guys how to raise your alert level and improve your threat recognition capability so that you can avoid an attack before it even starts. And this all starts with understanding what that means to raise your alert level. What I mean by raising your alert level is if you know you're in danger, you suddenly go on high alert. Your eyes are wide open, you're listening, you're paying attention, you'll catch any detail that's out of place at that point. This is the same condition that a fighter gets into right before he steps in the ring, or a soldier that's just crossing over into enemy territory. And you don't have to stay on high alert all the time. Your alert level should go up or down along with your exposure level. Like, for example, if you were sitting at home with your friends, your exposure to a potential attack is very low. So your alert level could be very low. But if you were out in public by yourself, especially in a known danger area like a parking garage or a convenience store or something like that, then your exposure is much higher and your alert level needs to also be much higher. So it all starts with the ability to recognize red flags. And when you're on a high alert level, you'll be able to recognize those red flags. The first of these is what I call the familiarity to proximity ratio. What that means is the better you know someone, the more familiar you are with them, the closer they're allowed to be to you. And the less you know someone, the more unfamiliar they are to you, the further they need to stay away. If you're in public somewhere and somebody you don't know or don't trust starts moving towards you, that's a red flag. Especially if they're getting closer than they need to be. Like if there's tons of room for them to go by without getting close, and yet they're still moving close, this could be a warning sign. So you need to make sure to alter your route to move as far as possible and give as much necessary distance to that person as necessary. And of course, if they turn to follow, now you know that they're trying to actually get close to you. The second red flag is behavioral. Not everybody who comes up to you on the street is a criminal trying to hurt you. I mean, somebody might be wanting to just ask for directions. But there are some other things in their behavior that you can notice, like someone's averting their eyes, they're acting nervous, somehow suspicious. These kind of things can also raise an additional red flag along with their proximity. But I still go with, to be on the safe side, you should assume any stranger approaching you to be hostile until proven otherwise, and maintain a safe distance. And the third red flag is one of concealment. You have to be able to see a weapon before you can defend it. So if you see someone coming towards you and you can't see their hands, that is really a dangerous situation. Like if someone's walking towards you, they got their hands in their pocket, or a hand behind the back, or they've got the hand cupped and turned in a certain way so that you can't see what's in it. You compound that with the fact that they're getting too close and they're acting nervous. All of this means it's time to prepare yourself for a possible fight or flight situation. But if you keep all these things in mind, keep your safe distance, keep your alert level up when you're in a risk situation, watch people's behavior, pay attention to detail, and don't let people approach you who have their hands hidden, there's a really good likelihood that you could avoid ever being attacked with a knife without ever having to put your hands up and defend yourself even once. In part 2 of this video, I'm going to cover some of the actual physical martial arts defense techniques for when the knife comes out and it's coming at you.